We're all set for the home opener here at Floyd Fitzgerald Field. The Post 22 Hard Hats get set to defend their home turf, their first showdown of the season against the Gillette Post 42 Riders. Mark Benetti alongside you in the broadcast booth, joined as always by the head coach and general manager of the Post 22 Hard Hats, Mitch Messer, here to break down the intricacies of tonight's home opening matchup. And Coach, as always, it's great to have you with us. It was an interesting weekend this last weekend, a 4-game road trip in Billings, Montana. Almost seemed like Jekyll and Hyde, if you will. On Saturday, things didn't work out. On Sunday, things did. So let's look to Saturday first. 2 games, one against the Missoula Mavericks, 9-6 loss, and the second game, an 11-1 loss to the Billings Royals. How did you process everything from the dugout?
Well, look, nothing went right that day. We couldn't really do much of anything. We couldn't. All 3 phases of the game, we were bad. It was just one of those days. I'm not going to make excuses for our team at all. We had a hard time getting off the bus and playing, and that's something we're going to have to learn how to do. We're still a young team. Yes, we have experience, but this is part of the maturation process for our players, is learning how to jump off the bus, go and compete. I think we learned a good lesson. Again, unless you're facing adversity, it's hard to learn some of those lessons. So we learned some things this weekend, and we bounced back in a good way on Sunday.
Now, normally after games, I'll look to the dugout, and you and the coaching staff will have the players huddled together, and I'm sure it's observations about the previous game, what you'd like for them to rest the night before the next series of games. So in that huddle after the 11-1 loss, what was your message to the club?
Nothing really. It was, we were going over logistics. There's not much you say after a day like that. Most of the teaching happened the next morning. Those guys were disappointed in the way they played too. We addressed everything the next morning, and I thought they responded well.
Well, it looks like that teaching paid off, because the team ripped off 2 wins, a 6-2 win against the Billings Royals, first game of the day, and then a 6-3 win against the Missoula Mavericks, and avenged both of those losses. So with that being said, what changed on Sunday to see the success?
Focus. They were more focused. They were prepared. I think Saturday stung. Those guys, it bugged them, and they came out with a little bit more. I want to say their preparation, that hour and a half before the game, was a quality hour and a half where they spent, getting themselves physically ready and mentally ready.
So then you look at the stat sheet. A couple of things really jumped off to both myself and Teddy in the broadcast booth. The first stat was 17 strikeouts for 5 of your pitchers combined through 2 games on Sunday. The other stat was your opposition, Missoula and Billings, 5 through 9 hitters went a combined 2 for 26 and struck out 9 times. So is it safe to say that pitching really paced how the games were won on Sunday?
Yeah, without a doubt. I don't know that we pitched all that terrible on Saturday either. We just, defense kind of let us down a little bit. But yeah, overall, I'm very pleased with the way we pitched. We played 2 quality opponents, and they performed well.
So you looked at tonight. This is your home opener, and no matter what level or what sport you're playing at, the home opener is always a special night. It's a very special feeling. It also begins one of the most important parts of the season, which is the defense of your home turf. How do you feel the guys are ready for tonight going to the home opener?
Well, they're excited. Obviously, like you said, it's a home game. Fitzgerald Stadium. It's going to be a beautiful night. A little bit windy, but look, they're excited. This also begins a pretty good stretch here where we're at home. It's always good to be home. It's always nice to get in your own stadium and feel the comfort level that you have with playing here. So, yeah, the guys are excited. I'm excited. We've typically been a different ball club when we're here, so let's see.
So your tough test tonight is the Gillette Post 42 Riders, and this is a team that comes in. This is going to be their 19th game tonight. Your team's only played 6. Do you see that playing out at all tonight at all, that the Gillette team has had more baseball under their belt?
No, I don't. All that matters is how we go play and how they go play. All I know is the 6 games that we've had are against quality opponents, and I think we're prepared for tonight.
So you look at Gillette in the 19 games that they're about to play. What have you noticed? What's the scouting report on the Riders?
I don't know much about this year's ball club. I know about last year's ball club. They made a great run at the National Regional Tournament in the Northwest Region. They're well coached, and Nate Perleberg does a good job with those guys. He gets the most out of his team every year. I'm anticipating them coming out and playing hard and competing.
Last question for you here, Coach. What do you think the big key is to defending your home turf for the first time this season?
Well, we're going to run out a lot of different pitchers today. It's a midweek, so we're treating this kind of as a bullpen for a lot of these guys. So we got to pitch well. I'm interested to see how we swing the bats here at home. We're finally home. You saw some of that on Sunday. Some of the bats were starting to come around a little bit. Our approaches were better. We're getting good pitches to hit. and the contact that we had was good quality contact. So I'm interested to see how our offense comes along.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Coach. Best of luck out there tonight. That'll do it for our interview with the general manager and head coach of the Post 22 Hard Hats, Mitch Messer. When we come back, Teddy and I will walk you through the moments leading up to first pitch for the home opener between the Hard Hats and the Gillette Post 42 Riders. You're listening to the official radio home of Post 22 Hard Hats Baseball here at ESPN Radio Rapid City and stream live on the internet at post22live.com.